Put my chick inside some Louis and some Valentino. Put my bro inside some Gucci and some Moschino. They want my money like it's a casino.
Hey, what's good, guys? Poku Banks, baby. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I've got the one and only Mr. Jatz. And Jatz, he is one of my good friends I've known in the TikTok space, even in the entrepreneurial space. We've been hustling together alongside each other, knowing each other online. And now I felt like there's a time to interview him to get his whole life journey. And when it comes to his entrepreneurial journey as well, because I was actually there in terms of seeing him grow online. So I've seen him get to where he is today. So I want to unravel the whole journey and then to the followers, so then you could then teach them what you've learned along the way and all the little gems and stuff. Jatz, how are you doing, man?
Yeah, I mean, thank you firstly for having me. And I think, as Poku said, we have been actually in the TikTok space for a while now. I remember actually Poku's the one. He's one of the guys who were the first guys in the finance niche in the UK, I would say. Yeah. And we started that together. And I'm good. Thank you once again for having me.
No, it's great. And I wanted you to go on to an introduction of like who you are, where you come from, just for them to know.
Yeah, so my name is Jatz, or well, my social name is Jatz, but Jatin is my real name. And I make videos on Instagram, TikTok, biggest one, and YouTube, mainly around mindset, money, and entrepreneurship. I also do side hustles on the side, one being Amazon FBA, which is the most popular one right now. As Poku probably will mention, I also trade a bit of currencies. I mean, Forex on the side as well. And that's pretty much it. But for my background, I come from a middle-class family. And I'm sure most of you relate to me because the guys watching this video right now are probably in a space where you're like, I want to make it somewhere. And that's exactly where I come from. I wanted to make it someday and do something in life. So a small guy, I mean, a guy from a small town back in India, came here in 2010 when I was 11, studied, went to uni, fulfilled my parents' dream. And here we are now after graduating as well, this month actually.
Well done,
and so that's my journey right now.
Talking of graduating, what made you want to go to uni? And right now it's kind of clear that you graduated and you're doing this, you go on office. By the way, his office is pretty great. What made you want to go to uni? And what's the status?
I think when everyone's in school, what they're pushed towards is universities. And that was something I was pushed towards. So for me, uni was the first thing which I wanted to go. So there was no other thing which school told me that, oh, maybe try entrepreneurship. I mean, that's never going to happen. I don't know if that ever happens. But yes, apprenticeship was one route. But because no one had ever done uni in my family as well, that pushed me even more. So I thought, might as well do it for the sake of my parents as well. And it's something which will help me in the future. So that was kind of the first reason why I decided to kind of choose the uni route rather than do just entrepreneurship.
And now it's a case of you're not really... Well, what degree did you do?
Computer science.
Computer science. How do you find that?
If you ask me how to code, I'll read you a code, but tell me to code and I'm no good at that. But yeah. And
I feel like us as entrepreneurs, we're used to just outsourcing things nowadays. If you were to create like an algorithm or a website, you just outsource it.
Outsource it, yeah.
Because that's just the way of...
And the thing is, in a way, the degree did help me because it gave me a lot of technological kind of skills. For example, making websites. That's not coding, but HTML. I can make my own website if I wanted to. I can use tools like Photoshop. Obviously, they don't come under computer science, but it's something which has allowed me to always be around computers, technology, and so it makes my life easier because when you look at the older generation, for them, computers are a hell thing. Yeah. So in a way, it helped me a lot.
Yeah, and with uni with me, again, similar for my parents, just to do good. But again, before uni, I didn't have any substantial business that was, making me live on my own. So again, that's why uni was the way I went through. But during uni is when I started TikTok and started all these other businesses that generate me a great passive income every month. So again, with me, it's like the same situation. I can now outsource and not have to do what I was intending to do at uni. I do finance accounting management, by the way. But also, I wanted to now move on to, what was your first experience when you came to entrepreneurship in your life?
I think my first experience, I would say, about entrepreneurship started itself when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, the most classic book which every entrepreneur has read. When I first read that book, it opened my mind in so many ways, because it showed me how education or the job system is absolutely messed up, and there are other ways you can make money, and the rich doesn't just get rich from doing a job. So that's when like it opened. Now when my first when I started being an entrepreneur, I failed. When I first started my property investing journey, Samuel Leeds back when, I think 3 years ago, when I first started my property journey, I failed because I wasn't really developed in terms of mindset. Because one of the things which most entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs don't understand is that without having a good mindset, you will not succeed as an entrepreneur. So I failed. And then I went back to my 9-to-5 job actually while doing uni. And I was like, entrepreneurship is not for me. But then I thought that while I was sitting there on my desk, looking at my computer screen at my 9-to-5, I'm like, there is no way I'm made for this. And I'm not doing this for my whole life. Wow. So this is when I was like, all right, I'm leaving my job. And I left my job without having any plan B. I just left my job. Started reading books again, started kind of getting that mindset up to that standard. And then I joined network marketing. And it was an experience, I'm not going to say best experience, but it was an experience I'm not going to regret because it showed me few things in life which I would have never come across. Left doing that. And 2020, February, I flew to Budapest with my friends. Came back from Budapest absolutely depressed because 1, I was jobless. 2, I was a uni student, broke uni student actually, because I had no money in my bank. I took a £2,000 loan. I've never actually shared this on camera or something, but I took a £2,000 loan to pay my direct debits because I didn't have money at all. And so then I was in a space, I'm like, what should I do? Like, what actually do I want to do? And then I just thought, all right, let's try and do something I enjoy. And that was making videos and teaching people. Or it was just teaching people, but I was like, I love making videos because I always tried doing YouTube and stuff on the side. Yeah. So then I just picked up the phone, started doing motivational videos. While I was scrolling through TikTok, I came across you as well. Okay. And that's when my actual entrepreneurship journey started. Okay.
So then, and now TikTok was one of your first, would you say, businesses that really showed you, yes, wow, I'm actually getting money now?
Yes. So TikTok was like if Gary Vee never said, get on TikTok, get on TikTok, get on TikTok, I would have never got on TikTok in the first place. So thanks to him, and I even said thank you to him when I met him. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw that. That was good. He even reposted it.
Yeah, he even reposted it, and it's got nearly 1 million likes. Not even views, nearly a million likes.
I think like 900K.
Yeah, it's crazy. So once I go on TikTok, I started making just videos, and then it was actually Poku who I wouldn't say copy, but was inspired by the video. Yeah. 3 things you should do before 18.
I like that video.
And that blew up. Yeah. That blew up. Everyone started saying, oh, Indian poker banks, Asian poker banks, Indian poker banks. And I'm like, you know what? I'm being referred to poker banks. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I remember that one actually.
So I'm like, I don't mind that, right? And then, so then I kind of blew up. And there was a time in TikTok where until I overpassed 100,000 followers, or not even 100,000, until I got nearly almost 1 million followers, I never done a sponsorship video because no one ever reached out to me. Wow. Because one, I could have reached out, but I just didn't try doing that. Yeah. So I didn't make any money off TikTok. It was just the passion which kind of kept me going through. Because there was a phase where I was not growing at all. It was at 60,000 followers where I just got stuck for like almost good 6-7 months. And I thought, okay, this is not for me. But I'm like, you know what? What is there to lose? Because I started as a passion project. So I might as well continue. It's not that I want to make money off it. It's just me sharing my stuff, documenting my journey, and just trying to teach people on the side as well.
And bear in mind, guys, this is what makes him happy. It's not like he's expecting any sort of payout from this. So again, since he's not making any money from it, he can still be consistent. It's not like money is the deciding factor. So again, he kept going and going.
And that's one thing I guess a lot of people don't understand. Like when you start something, don't start it because you want to make a lot of money, because the journey to money is going to be tough. If you don't enjoy the journey, then the destination will never come actually. So everyone says, love the process and you will get your outcome and stuff like that. So it's like, don't ever have money as your main goal, but instead start falling in love with what you're doing and money will eventually come. I'm saying this as you have probably heard this 100 times and now I've lived it. That's why I'm actually saying it, because you probably hear many people saying, oh, do what you love and money will come. It's so true. Just do what you love and money will come. And that's what happened with me.
And I feel like a lot of people, they try to put, a certain, finish line. So, for example, 100K followers or 100,000 in net worth. But as you get closer to that goal, as humans, we want more, we're greedy. So we'll keep moving that goalpost. And people feel like happiness lies at the end. But like you said, it's the process of the journey of getting there, like a road trip.
100%. And talking about that point, about having a milestone and be like, once I reach this milestone, then I will be happier. I learned this very late. I learned this actually just around 2-3 months ago, when I thought I will hit this much amount of money per month, then I'll be the happiest person. I went from 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, didn't give me joy. It doesn't increase my happiness in any sense. I'm still the guy like, okay, now how do I go to 20? How do I go to 25? How do I go to 30? So the race will never end. And that's why now, at this moment, I'm just thinking that there's no point of having these goals. Yes, it's good to have a specific goal so you know what you're aiming for. But I need to start enjoying more of the journey to reach that goal. So that's what I'm trying to do now, rather than having a milestone be like, this is my happiness if I reach there.